This is serious. What's up, money geeks? Mr. V here. Welcome to another video, guys. So in today's video, I want to show you guys step by step how I am able to make $250 a day trading the stock market. But before we get started, guys, if you're new to the channel, we talk about how to earn money, how to save money, how to invest and build wealth. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. I've been posting on my YouTube post telling you guys how I'm able to make $250 a day. Some days I make, 300, 400, 800, and some days I make like 150. So when I do the average on a monthly base, I make about 250, and that's my goal. The objective is not to try to be greedy, but just to take advantage of what's given to me, because greed is what would get you into trouble, would make you lose money in the stock market. So if I go in and I'm making $50 in less than 2 minutes or 3 minutes, that's good money for me, and I'll take that and put it in my pocket. I don't want to sit there and hope to make $1,000. So that's the way I do approach it. So I just want to caution that. So before we get into the step by step, just I want to lay the groundwork here. So what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at the platform that I use. If you already know, I use Weibo for trading the stock market. So right now, Weibo has a promotion where if you sign up, you get 2 free stocks, one value between $2 and $250, and the second one between $1,200 and $1,400. So if you want to try Weibo, I'm gonna put the links in the description below. You can definitely go try them. So where do I find the stocks that I trade? I'm gonna show that here. Again, I use Weibo to find the stocks that I trade, and this is one of the key reasons why I left Robinhood to come to Weibo. So I'm gonna show you how I go about choosing what stocks I trade for the day. And again, just a disclaimer here, right? What I'm gonna show you guys is, you can copy it and try it. There's no guarantee that this is going to work for you. This is my proven strategy. It's worked for me, and I actually put in work over the few months to really study the market, understand what I'm doing before I'm able to get this number. So you can definitely practice as well, but you don't have to practice with real money. You can use paper trading, which I've actually done a video about that here on the channel. You can do that in Weibo. I'm gonna hook it up here so you can definitely go try it. Practice with fake money, paper trading, so that you can really hunt down on your own skills. And then so once I find the stocks that I want to trade, and then I go to the Weibo trading web app, because I want to use it on my big screen so I can see exactly what I'm doing there. Once I go in there, I have different things that I look at and before I place my trade. So let's actually jump on the computer and definitely go through step by step how I go about trading each morning when I come down to my office and sit down on my desk. This is how I go about making $250 a day. So let's go check it out. This is the Weibo app. So you go under market. So you can see here, it tells you what's happening. So right now, I'm actually recording this video after hours. So this is not early morning. I'm gonna try to do a live, record a live trade or what I'm doing early in the morning so you guys can see too, but this is after hours. So I come here in the morning and I want to scroll down to where it says top gainers for the day. So this is what I'm looking at that early morning. So I click on top gainers and this comes up. And so what I'm looking for is just number one is I'm looking for volume on the stock. I'm looking for percentage change. And then normally the ones that I really care about would be like the top 2 or top 3. So if the percentage change is over 100%, that stock would interest me. I'll take a look at that. If the volume, has high volume, that would interest me, because the percentage change can be high, but the volume is low. It means that that would be a risky stock to trade, because if you have low volume, for you to go in and out, if there's not a ton of volume, you can put in an order, say 1,000 shares, and you only get filled maybe about 200 or 300 shares at the limit price that you wanted. Or likewise, you can put an order that you want to sell 1,000 shares, and your limit order, you only get filled maybe 300 or 400 at that limit price, and then the price drops without you getting filled at the price that you want. So I try to make sure there's enough volume going around so that I know that when I place my order, that order would be filled exactly at the time that I wanted that order to be filled. So once I have these top gainers here. Again, like I said, I usually look at like the top 3 or top 4. And so even throughout the morning, I'm going to come back here and refresh this, because you can see some stocks down here that don't really meet my criteria. But as soon as the market opens, they will get the percentage change, they'll get the volume, and then they'll move up right up here. And so that way I want to make sure I keep my eye on. And then I also try to not trade stocks that are super expensive. I try to trade stocks that are let's say from $1 all the way up to $10 and sometimes to $20, depending on how strong the stock is. But the higher stocks, I don't want to trade those a lot, because once you go in, those can jump from $1 to $3 or $3 to $1. So you can lose $1 or $2 just like that. Whereas the stocks under $10, they usually move in like, cents. So you can lose 20 cents, 30 cents, which is what I like. So it does minimize my loss. That's just my approach. It doesn't mean that what I'm doing here it would be exactly what would work for you. So you find what works for you. Some people trade differently. I look at these high gappers in the morning, and that's what I trade. So once I identify what I want in the stocks that I like, the next step is that I'm going to come up to this window. I'm going to click on trade. So once you click on trade, it's going to open up a separate window, which is going to look something like this. And so under this window, I would go to where it says search. Let's say, for instance, if I go back to here and I'm looking for, let's say I'm looking for CARV, that's ticker symbol. Then I go here and I'm going to type CARV, and that's the stock I want to trade. So if I type in CARV, and then so usually I would open up the stock. So let's go back here, and so CARV. So I add that to my watch list. So if you see my list here, it says it's daily watch. So I go to my watch list. So that stock shows up here. And then if you click on the stock, it loads that stock, and this is a chart for that stock. So now I can look at the chart and see what's happening. Again, like I said, this is the end of the day. So I'm just going to walk you guys through how I do trade using the chart. So I look at it and I see what's happening. Like early in the morning, it would be pre-market. So the stock would be somewhere right here in this gray zone, because this is pre-market. So, and for those of you that are not used to this, when I say pre-market, it means that these are stocks that are trading before the market actually opens. So Weibo gives you what you call extended hours trading. It gives you after hour trading, and it gives you pre-market trading. So pre-market extended hours start at 3 a.m. Central Time, which is the time zone that I'm on. And then pre-market starts at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 8:30. That's pre-market. Then the market itself opens at 8:30 Central Time. So pre-market, I would look at the stock, and so if you look at this particular stock, so this is extended hours until like pre-market, and see how it was just gapping up gradually. So if you look at that line right there, that VWAP, it sees it just keep growing. And then this is, as soon as the gray line stops, that's where the market opens up. So the market opens up, and then this particular stock gaps up a little bit, and then there's a huge pullback, and then just see how it goes. I'm going to explain how I do trade here shortly, but that's how when I have the stocks, I have my list over here under my daily watch. This is the stocks that I'm interested in trading for the day, and then I'll just keep my eye on them. So now I'm looking at, hey, okay, Mr. V, at what point do you jump in and take a trade? I look at this yellow line that you see. It's called the VWAP, and VWAP stands for value weighted average price. So I look at the VWAP, and that's one of the indicators that I use. So if you are on the Weibo platform and you want to show VWAP on your chart, you just go to where it says indicators, and then check the button that says VWAP, and this line would show up on there. So the way I go about it is I look at VWAP. If my price is right on the VWAP, I'm going to hold that trade. I'm not going to place a trade. I just keep watching it. If it dips underneath the VWAP at that point, which is some kind of consolidation, I don't trade it. I just hold it. And again, this is my strategy. Some people trade the dip. So as the price goes down, they buy, hoping that it would go up. The reason why I don't trade the dip is because when you trade the dip, you don't know if that's the bottom. You can buy when it goes low and then it keeps going low. So I don't like that. So I want to see the confirmation. So it goes down at consolidation, and then when it breaks the VWAP, and then I see confirmation, then that's when I buy. The disadvantage to that strategy is that I'm going to lose some money, because for somebody that bought the dip, let's say, but down here, they would make more money if the stock moved back up here, just in this case up to 222. So if you enter here at say $15 and then squeeze all the way to 222, you make more money. Whereas for me, I'll get in at about, let's say, at about $18, and then it squeezes to 22. So you would make a ton of more money, but your risk increases, because for me, I'm buying when it's going up. For you, you buy at the bottom, and you don't know if that's the bottom. It might go down again. So that's my strategy. Again, guys, this is what works for me. So I don't want somebody to shoot me a text and say, hey, Mr. V, that it's not a good strategy. It works for me. I'm able to make my money doing it. So that's how pretty much I do it. So like say right here, I'll be watching this stock. I'm looking at right here. I'm looking at, hey, the VWAP. As soon as it breaks the VWAP, and then I look at that confirmation. So you look at the first solid candle right here that shows me as some sort of confirmation. And then I go here, I check this, I choose how many shares I want to buy, and then I choose my limit price. So in this case, I say if I want to buy it at, let's say, $18 a share, I choose my limit price. And then for me, I could do one of two things. So I put a stop loss, and I do a take profit. And this is the part that saves me from being greedy. So if let's say, for instance, here, I can say I want to lose maybe, I'll say 17, let's say 1760. Okay, so I want to lose $40, and I'm anticipating that this thing will go all the way to let's say $20. Okay, so I'm risking $40 to make $200. So to me, that's a good bet, in my opinion. So I'll put that, and then I would place my trade. So you click place trade, then the confirmation window will come up. You confirm that, and then as soon as that thing hits your entry price, it would buy it. And then so notice here that the price in this case, when I got in, squeeze up all the way to 19, 20, 21, all the way to 22. So now you're thinking, Mr. V, but your stop loss is at $20. Why don't you take the profit if it's going up to 22? I do take the profit, and here's how I approach that. So once I go in, I put my stop loss. As soon as this thing breaks, let's say I go in at $18, it goes up to 19. Oh, I'm gonna move my stop loss. So I just edit the order and move my stop loss. Now from 1760, I'm gonna move my stop loss to $18. So at that point, if this thing pulled back, I'm gonna break even. So I'm not gonna lose money on this trade. So I move it to 17. Then it goes up to 19, and then I move my stop loss to 18. It goes up to 20. I move my stop loss to 19. So that's how I secure profit, and that's the best place to be as a trader. Once you are able to secure profit, which means that no matter how bad this trade goes, you know for sure you're gonna come up on top. So I move it to say 19. It goes up to 21. I move it to 20, and then as soon as I see like it's starting to show some sort of rejection or resistance, and then I can move it closer and take my profit. So I'll just move it to the bottom, so that if it drops a little bit, it kicks me out and I take my profit. And so that's how I'm able to secure profit. So in some cases, again, guys, I go in, it doesn't go as planned. If I go in and this thing like just gets some rejection and then starts to pull back, it knock me out, and I'm out $40. But if I didn't have a stop loss, I could be out. It could drop, like if you see right here on this candle right here, see how quick this thing drops from $19, it drops down to $15 and some change. So but if you had your stop loss, you say you want to lose just $40, it would kick you out at just 40. So that is how I simply do it. So again, just a quick recap here. When I go in the morning, I choose to get the stocks I want to trade. I go to market, I look at top gainers, and then I look at the top three. And what I'm looking for is the percentage change and the volume. Again, the higher the volume, the better that stock is for me to trade, because I know that my orders would be filled. Once I have the stocks, I go to trade. Sorry, I click on trade over here. It opens up this window. I search the stock that I want. I add it to my watch list, which is what I'm going to be trading. So like here, all the stocks here are stocks that I have my eye on for the day. So for instance, LMFA, this is a stock that I traded. So if you see right here, as soon as the market opens, you see right here, it stays right on the VWAP, and then get confirmation right here and just kind of like break through. So it went from $3 and squeezed all the way to almost $4. So I traded this right here and made some profit. And then look at that pullback. I mean, I could, because I entered here, I could have waited and still ride this all the way up here, but this pullback right here, there's no guarantee that this would, you get another confirmation going back up. So the pullback could have gone all the way south. So it's always good to secure profit instead of hoping that you're gonna make more money. Take some money out of the table. So that is how I'm able to make at least $250 a day. And again, guys, this is a very risky thing to do. You have to be very smart with what you do. Don't be greedy, be disciplined, have a plan, research properly, and make sure that you know when to cut your losses and walk away. And one final disclaimer here, guys, the stocks that I trade, if I go back here, the stocks that I do trade, these stocks are not stocks that you should buy and hold in your portfolio. These are gappers. So there may be some news or something that is gapping these stocks, is pushing these stocks. So I just go in and take a piece of the pie and get out. I'm not holding any of these stocks in my portfolio. Some of the stocks are Chinese companies, and they are known for blowing their stock prices out of proportion. And so if they're blowing it, that's fine. I go in, get my own little $250, and I get out, and greedy people lose money. So that's pretty much the way I do it. So there you go, guys. That's how I'm able to make $250 a day. You're probably asking yourself, like, well, Mr. V, why are you stuck on 250? My goal is 250. So if I make more, that's good. The idea is that because I have that particular plan, I try to control my greed, because I can go in there and it's like, oh, I want to make $1,000. I want to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And then once you get greedy like that, that's how you end up losing money. And I mean, again, with a ton of money on the line like that, that's a tremendous amount of opportunity for you to make mistakes. And so I try to minimize that. So some trades I will make $50 and I'm very content with that. Then I'll wait again for a right opportunity to go in. And so you can see my strategy. I go in when the price is going up, take my little profit, and I get out. So some people buy in the dip. That's not my strategy. I don't want to sit there hoping that it goes up, but I want to see it, catch it when it's going up, so I can take my little profit. So I hope this is very helpful to you guys. And again, guys, this is my strategy. I've actually put in work to understand and learn some of the things that I'm doing right here. If you want to practice, there is paper trading that you can use to practice without putting your money on the line. So do that. And again, if you want to try the Weibo app that I use for trading, Weibo again is doing this promotion where they're giving out 2 free stocks for anybody that sign up on the platform. So if you want to, I'm gonna put a link in the description below so you can get 2 free stocks, one for just signing up and then another one for depositing $100. So you get 2 free stocks. I think between $2 and $250, that's your first stock. The second one is between $12 and $100 and $1,400 actually. So definitely give them a shot. So question of the day, what do you think about my strategy? Do you think that, oh, Mr. V, you could be aggressive and make more money? Or Mr. V, $250 is nothing? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, guys, stay safe and stay motivated.